most important funnel that you need in order to start selling a high ticket program. You understand that we have audience or leads coming in. Where are we taking these leads, right? Usually the first thing we set up for a client is a video sales letter funnel. It's a VSL, we call it. It's essentially a introduction. It's essentially a who am I? What am I going to help you with? What is it that, like your problem is, I understand your problem is, this is my method and this is how I will sell it. A video sales letter funnel is quite easy to understand. You have a big ass headline which literally targets the pain point of your audience and tells them how you're helping them with a little bit of sub-headline on the top of the page. Then you will have a 10, 15, 20-minute video strategically put together, which is like a psychological warfare to help you convince your client that you're the right person or you're the right company to work with them. And then basically right in the bottom of it, you have a very simple button that says, get started, book a call, get a free XYZ strategy session. The point for them at this point, when we're selling high ticket, is get them on a call, right? Why do we get them on a call and why do I not just say, hey, it's 5K in the bottom of the page? Why? What happens right here? Now, there are various ways you can do this. I show one of the ways that we do. So after they click the button, you're going to take them to the next page, which is basically the survey page. Now, what we do at the survey page, guess what we do there? We survey them. So we will have questions. This is where you vet them. You will have all the people from all over the world click and try to book a free call with you at the end of your funnel. But if you don't segment them, they're going to waste your time and your team's time, and you don't want that, right? So basically, we ask them the initial questions you would ask your ideal client. What is it for me, right? Do you already create content? Do you have an offer? Do you have an offer that actually works? Have you made money depending on how much I want with this? You ask for their name and email address because this is also goes onto the list and then you're going to provide value for them. And you ask them, are you actually willing to commit working with someone or are you just here to get free value? It's completely okay if they're here to get free value, so have that as an option. If you have that logic here built in the survey that pretty much allows them to go through your funnel, meaning they're ready to commit, they got all the checkboxes that you want, then you're going to show them your calendar or your sales team's calendar. This is where they come in and actually get on a strategy session with you or your team or your sales team and so on. So this is the calendar page. At this point, there are different kind of incentives at every stage that you can provide your audience in order to trust you more. For example, on the survey page, we put a lot of testimonials. It's called an unlimited scroll of testimonials. So if they're like, do I really want to answer these questions? Then they suddenly see all the results that you're getting your clients. They're a lot more willing to actually go through. Same thing at the calendar. You can provide, every single step, they're going to be like, do I really want this? Do I really want this? So we're going to help them get through it, unless your offer is so top-notch that they're like, fuck, where's the end of it? Let me just talk to them, right? What we do here at the calendar is usually we tell them that, hey, if you book the call with me for the next 1, 2, 3 days, whatever, we usually don't allow them to book 4 days and out because they're just, life happens. Like, I don't even know what I did yesterday, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 4 days. So you're going to provide them with free value that, hey, anybody that books it today or tomorrow actually gets our entire free include bonus. Right? And then your sales team is trained to provide so much value on the strategy call that they're going to be like, holy shit, just by coming to this free strategy call was worth it. But the strategy call itself is a sales conversation. It's a sales call, right? And then basically the last page is the thank you page. Now, the thank you page is disguised as a thank you page, right? There are very important information on the thank you page that we want to let them know about. This is where you can put things to sell for them, for example. Make sure that the email didn't go to spam. Thank you so much. You actually did the right thing. You give them more value here. We usually put a video here where it provides value, tells them the next step, what's going to happen on the strategy, and we put a little bit more of client testimonials, results, and sales material in there without being pushy, right? So that's like psychologically, it's like we're hammering it down to their subconscious that, hey, the reason why you come to me is actually very, very, very valuable, and make sure to be there. All right, this is like system number 1. You must have this, right? Again, you can kind of play around with this. You can test it. Like some people just put the calendar on the bottom because they have so many influx that before the sales calls, they will reach out to the people and then vet them on the phone, so they don't need the survey. You can play around with it, but this is the basic psychological structure you want to lead them through and get them through. Next systems. I've already talked about it. Email. I'm not going to repeat myself. Have that email ready because you've received their name and email. Are you following up? Like the dog might have barked outside and they had to leave the computer. So they lost that kind of like initial spark of, yeah, this is what I need. Are you following up with them until eternity? Usually I start with name, email right in the beginning, and it's sticky. So even if they leave, then you have it captured. And then basically what we're going to do, we have an email flow here. It's like, hey, you started filling out the survey, and then you basically just get them back to finish it up. You're not necessarily putting them on the weekly newsletter here. You have like specific email automations in order to get them back. I personally use our white labeled software. It's based on Go High Level, but basically I have all the templates set up and I have all the automations and processes for a client. You can pretty much use anything, right? Like Go High Level, ClickFunnels. You can even custom vibe code it for yourself and connect it with a database or a CRM, depending on, you can have WordPress, you can have Webflow. Anything works. It really depends on your stack that you're using or professionals and experts that you have access to in order to build it for you. I personally use Go High Level because Go High Level is like a Swiss Army knife of marketing tools. So I can have the email set up there, and then I can have all the automations built inside that. So I don't have to, use a bunch of like different tools and plug them together.